You're watching and listening to the Drinking with Friends podcast with Dan, Ben, and Mark. This is episode 2 of season 4. We've started a new season, folks.
Wow.
Thanks to all of your feedback. We've started a new season. We're going to talk about today, we're going to talk a little bit about some entertainment stuff. I'm going to be giving my recommendations of stuff you should be watching. And we're going to talk a little bit about The Boys. We're going to talk a little bit about deepfakes and AI, what's going on with AI chatbots and all that kind of crap. It's a shit show, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
Yeah.
So sit back and relax.
The Boys.
The Boys. Season 5.
Now, wait, before we do that, tell people a little bit about the show who aren't familiar but would love to watch it because you brought it up.
Yeah. I'm going to say 5 seasons in. If you don't know what it is.
Just basically, the show is about the darker side of superheroes. How, people who have the ability beyond the normal person can use their power in not such a great way. In other words, to do bad things.
Mm-hmm.
And to take control and to just do their worst under the guise of being good. So they have the persona of being this image of America's greatest hero, the defender of America. Meanwhile, there's a dark side. And it's not just one character. We're in a world with a bunch of superheroes who are marketed heavily, and they're the cash cow for a giant industrial company that actually makes superheroes.
Right.
And controls them in a way that will make them more money. And everything throughout this series is based on numbers. And that's ratings, market share, all that stuff. It's not about morals. It's not about good or evil. It's about money and market share.
It's capitalism turned up to 100. And it's showing... It's subverting expectations, right? So you're so used to seeing these superheroes that
like Superman,
always doing good and never having any problems. This is really giving you a much more realistic view of what might happen if somebody had superpowers and they're human
corrupted.
beings. But yeah, because that kind of power can easily corrupt, but we never see that.
Yeah, all the superheroes who have like a conflict, like somebody like Batman, it's never so dark where he's killing people and there's like odd sexual things going on, fetish stuff, just all kinds of crazy shit. Never gets to that point, but in this show it takes it to that level and even more.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it becomes like satire on the superhero, but more with a dark edge to it.
Yeah.
Where it opens your eyes to the possibility of another way of looking at these people, because they are people. They're all flawed, all of them. They have something wrong. Each personality is different, but there's something wrong. They're superheroes that portray this invincible, perfect thing, but they're really, really effed up.
It's based on a comic book, and it's basically a parody of superheroes. Every hero you see in this show is a parody of a very well-known superhero
like,
you might see somewhere else.
For example, there's one who's really a messed up character, the Deep,
right?
Who's Aquaman.
Who's Aquaman.
Right. Who has a penchant for marine life in a sexual way.
Right, but all through the history of the actual Aquaman, that's never explored or talked about.
So what does Aquaman do? Does he have a girlfriend?
He can telepathically communicate with sea life. He never thought of or maybe he never fell in love with an orca or
that's
something.
That's why Ben's blowhole got clogged. He was swimming in the bay.
So
I was swimming in the ocean.
It's one of those things where they ask the questions, they bring up the subjects that are not usually brought up when you're talking about superpowered people. If you have the abilities, you can fly, you can have laser vision, you can see through walls, you have super strength, you're invulnerable. You're going to just be good all the time? You're never going to think about doing something bad? You're never going to think about... You're never going to
have like
you?
20 women in a room with you because you can?
you're not ever gonna start to think these people are ants. I'm a god.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where this show goes.
But then their complete disdain of the average person. None of them like regular people. No respect
Right.
for life. None of that.
On this show, I'm drinking some longboard made by
I'll be
Kona.
right back.
Kona Brewing.
I'm grabbing some beers.
And Dan's leaving the show again. This is the second week in a row.
yeah.
He just gets up and leaves.
Bring that special beer for all of us to sip. I'm having a little Guinness, just a little bit.
That's Guinness Draft, right?
Oh, is it Guinness Draft?
I think it's Guinness Draft.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Draught.
Well,
The
I feel
boys.
like they've definitely gotten into a rut on this show, but some new stuff happened in episode 6. I'm not sure how they're going to wrap up the entire season, but
Spin-offs.
there's always there's going to be a spinoff. There's already a spinoff in the works. There was a prequel show called it was the one that took place in a university. I forget. It was something about something V. And it talked about a college that actually was for superheroes.
Kind of like the mutants.
And it taught them how to be
The X-Men.
superheroes.
Oh, Lord.
And they competed in the college to get like market share. So the more popular they got in college, the more opportunities they had in the superhero world. So the big group is the 7, is what they're called.
Yes.
And they make movies about them. They have lunch boxes. They have, they're marketed and advertised. That's good. That's good. Yes, I'll take this. They're marketed and advertised, and, it's just kind of crazy. But this show takes that kind of thing to the nth degree, right?
Yep.
So
it kind of bastardizes that whole superhero thing.
yeah, it definitely turns it on its ear and kind of gives you a totally different take, a more adult take, a more realistic approach, I might say, because
A little bit more warped, too.
yeah, a little bit more warped. But if you think about it, power corrupts.
Yeah.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And if you're thinking about becoming a superhero or a superhuman, Batman versus Superman. Batman's whole thing was that we have a being on Earth that can destroy the planet if he ever decided to. I need to make sure I have something to stop him if that ever happens. That was the whole Batman versus Superman
That was a
deal.
premise, yeah.
And so, somebody's got to think about how to stop these people. But in the
And
boys, they're kind of
that's-
unstoppable.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's not good because only they could take each other out. But even then, some regenerate, some have the power to heal and come back.
But the story is about these regular people who start to try to take on these superpowered beings and the whole company.
Yes,
And
to
the
take 'em
virus
down.
that they came up with.
Well,
Yeah.
go
That's
ahead.
another story.
Let's get into it. All right, so seasons now. We're season
Even
6.
Stevens?
Yeah, even
Season?
Stevens.
Season 5.
Season.
I can't say it.
I can't
Season
say
5.
season.
The final season. So get on board, folks. If you haven't watched The Boys yet, get on board. It's not for everyone. It's very graphic. It's very violent. It's at times will turn your stomach, but there are a lot of stories that intertwine and are woven throughout the seasons that are very interesting. And what I think about, there was a lot of funny stuff in this latest episode 6, but also they really progressed a lot of the storylines forward. So where I kind of felt like for a couple of episodes it was just kind of hanging there and nothing was happening, this kind of gives it a push forward.
I liked the first season, and the second season was okay. I'm still watching through, but you could see it's kind of like tripping over itself.
Yeah.
It's plotting.
It was new and fresh then.
Yeah, but now it's like Ben's shirt,
Well,
stale.
you find that funny?
But seriously, it's a
little.
how can I put it? You have to have a sense of humor when you watch it because it's kind of
Dark sense of
mocking
humor.
itself.
Yeah.
It's making fun of itself.
CFO and I were watching episode 6, and there was a scene where she said, "Oh my God," like out loud, like that. So that's kind of gives you an idea.
Well,
and she does not flinch easily. She's not easily shaken or rattled, and she let out an exclamation.
Okay, there's one scene early on, I think it was the first season, where Deep takes a dolphin from SeaWorld and he's going to make it his girlfriend and they're going to go off and live happily ever after. But that scene is horrendously gory and difficult, but funny as hell.
But it's
Just
it's
when
funny.
you think it can't get worse, it does.
Yeah.
It is
And,
funny.
and it's hysterical because he's trying to say it's like Free Willy gone bad, you know?
Now, the creator of this show is the person who created Supernatural. And I don't know if you guys have ever watched the show. It ran for 15 seasons. It was a very, very popular show. CFO and I are in season 7 now. She has finally gotten me to sit down and watch it. And it's a great show. I love it. It's a great show.
Supernatural. It's the first episode. The reason why I liked it,
Yeah.
when he's driving his car. What kind of car was that? It's a Camaro?
No.
No.
It was
It was a muscle
it's an
car.
Impala.
Impala, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
And what song's playing? A Rush song.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, there's great music in
Yeah.
the show.
That's where I was going. But that hooked me in. I started watching. It's a good show.
It's a great show. I'm in it to the end, and we'll get through it. But there's parallels. And also, Seth Rogen, and I forget his partner's name, produced The Boys. Seth Rogen also produces Invincible, written by Robert Kirkman, who wrote
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead
And a bunch of other stuff.
and a bunch of other stuff. Invincible is one of my recommendations. Uncle Mark recommends Invincible. If you can get past the simple animation, and there's a reason for the simple animation, the storytelling, once you get into the first season, there's a twist, and it's
Yep.
incredible from there,
Yeah.
right? The storytelling is amazing. The writing is amazing. The stories themselves are great. And what they do is they put a lot of money into the voice talent. They have big names
Oh,
voicing most of the characters,
interesting.
and it shows, and you can hear it in the acting. It's amazing. J.K. Simmons is the lead. Stephen Yeun from The Walking Dead is also a lead character, and they're just phenomenal. And there are a lot of other people that are phenomenal in this show. They just finished season 4. The first half was kind of ramping up. The second half was bonkers. I love it. So that's a recommendation.
A lot of people
Watch
love it.
Invincible. It's funny too because it gets that 6-7 effect, right? Where some people hate it, some people love it.
Well, to be honest with you, the first Invincible is a very sought after comic book, believe it or not.
Yeah, well, I'm
and
sure it
it's
is
very
now.
expensive.
Yeah.
So if you got your hands on one and you didn't know, don't throw it away.
I would like to get my hands on at least the graphic novels.
Well, you
and
know
read
what I'll
through
do?
them.
I'll try to find a reprint of Invincible 1.
That would be great.
And we'll talk about it. But we kind of got off the road with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
What platforms can you see Invincible on?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's fantastic. So that's my recommendation.
Okay.
But we're talking about The Boys because it's a great show and it's coming to an end. It's wrapping up its final season. But there was a scene in the show, and I kind of like the twist in the scene, right? Some footage came out of some of a national superhero doing some very terrible stuff.
very terrible.
And it came out on in the public stage while this person is really obtaining more and more power. And how they dealt with it was that they actually took the real footage and deep faked it and showed oh, he's got 6 fingers in this. See, it's fake. So they took the actual footage and then faked it and showed it to the public.
So that's
So-
a twist that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
usually everybody's making the fake to make you believe that
It's like the
something
Bigfoot
existed.
sightings.
Right.
Here, where all of a sudden
They're
we know it
debunking-
existed.
they're
Now let's
debunking
just make
something
sure
real.
we could
Yeah.
convince people it doesn't exist. Look how fake this is.
Right.
I thought that was an
Here, wait,
evil
stop.
twist.
Turn your nose. It's real. It's real. They can't fake
It's real.
that.
You can't fake
Oh
that.
snap!
Okay. So,
One day you both are gonna wake up with this nose.
In my butt. Ben's bidet shoots water up his nose.
Let's not go with you.
Okay.
I'd sooner wake up with a Mr. Potato Head nose.
Anyway.
So,
Watch
this brings
The Boys.
us to,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this brings us to the point where we're talking about AI and deep fakes and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff. There's a lot of this stuff going around now.
But let's get into it by defining what is a deep fake. Well, I'll tell you.
Please, Dan.
Deep fakes are artificially generated or manipulated media created using deep learning models to produce highly realistic but synthetic representations of people, objects, or events. While they're often used to mimic human faces, voices, or actions, deepfake techniques can also generate or alter objects, scenes, animals, or even entire environments in videos and images to create realistic but fake content, blurring the line between reality and fabrication across a wide range of contexts. So
Yes.
just like you were saying in The Boys, that scene where they use a deep fake to debunk fact.
Right.
So we were talking about that. A lot of people are very gullible and susceptible to the visual. They don't understand that that's not real.
Right.
And the way it's going is AI is in its infancy now doing this, and it gets better and better and better. And if you have a chunk of the population now who can't discern a deep fake from reality, imagine how it's going to be going forward. So, they can use it to basically,
Do anything,
yeah.
if you will. A lot
So,
of times now you
I'll
see
give you
ads.
the origins,
It's-
and we'll go from
Okay.
there. Okay. The origins of deepfakes can be traced back to major academic breakthroughs. In 2014, Ian Goodfellow and his colleagues published a pivotal plane that introduced generative adversarial networks, GANs, which we'll investigate soon. Anyway, a further milestone came in 2026.
Cans?
GANs.
I'll investigate cans.
Everybody
Big
likes
cans.
cans. They've been around for a while. Okay, so in 2016,
What does Pepsi and Michael Jackson have in common?
what?
They both come in little cans.
Okay, so basically, Face to Face, a paper by Justice Thies and his team, which focused on techniques for real-time face capture and reenactment. An example of its usage is demonstrated in a picture below, which was actually a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger, where his facial expressions transferred from his early days to when he became governor of California. But he's speaking, and you see the transformation as time goes by, and he's completing one sentence. It's just
Right.
messed
That's pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah, but the phenomenon gained widespread public attention, and by the end of 2017, when manipulated videos, often featuring celebrity face swaps, especially in adult content, began circulating on Reddit, eventually leading to social media platforms banning harmful use of deepfake techniques. One of the most recognized examples emerged in 2018.
Wonder where all that went.
That one worked pretty quickly.
A viral video featuring a digitally altered President Barack Obama created by BuzzFeed in collaboration with Jordan Peele, which highlighted the potential of the technology to reshape public discourse. In 2020, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone created another notable piece of deepfake art. The pilot of the series, Sassy Justice, featured fictional characters who were played by deepfakes of Donald Trump and Mark Zuckerberg, among others. So how do deepfakes work? Well, basically,
Wasn't there a famous deep fake of what's his name? The guy from the guy who played Reacher. He's in the Mission Impossible movies. My favorite actor. What's his
Tom
name?
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Wasn't there a deep fake of Tom Cruise or something like
I
that?
don't know. Everybody's deepfaked one way or another.
I think one of the most recent ones that I remember was at the end of, what was it, season 2 of The Mandalorian? When, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it for you. Luke Skywalker shows up, young Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And at times it looked good, other times it didn't look so good. But that was like years ago, and that was early on in deepfake technology. I was watching a video, and I forget the studio, but it's a group of guys, there's 3 guys, and they do this for a living. And the fun part of the video is they would take famous movies and famous CG sequences and tell people how it was done. And they would critique it and say what was good or what was bad. It was really, really cool. So they ran their own experiment where they took one of them and they tried to deep fake one of them. And it took their computers like a week to make this happen. And then they showed you the results of it. But it took so long. Now, it takes nothing. A fraction of the time.
Much more powerful.
There's 2 models involved in this. I'll just go over it really quickly because they're specified into being interwoven. In other words, the yin and the yang. So one is called discriminative, and the other one is a generative model. So basically, the discriminative model, they're used to tell the difference between things, for example, whether an image is real or fake. They look at the data and try to predict the correct label, like real or deepfake. Common model examples include logistic regression, decision trees, neutral networks, and support vector machines. These models are great for tasks like detecting deepfakes because they are trained to spot signs that something has been changed or manipulated. Generative models, on the other hand, try to understand how real data works so that they can create new, similar data. They learn from lots of real examples, like pictures of real faces or clips of real voices. And then they use that knowledge to generate fake but realistic-looking media. This is how the deepfakes are made. So the main difference is that what they're used for. So the discriminative models detect and the generative models create. So that's how they counter each other. So people who are trying to debunk the deepfake will be using the discriminative model, and the people who are creating it are doing the generative model.
And how funny they're using AI to do both.
Yeah.
So
isn't that wild?
There are
AI
still some
to
things
police
that
itself.
AI just doesn't capture. They were saying that, sometimes they don't understand how a human blinks, and sometimes we will detect that more than an AI will. But speaking about what you're saying, replacing faces and all that stuff in movies.
And that's probably why we may not know that the blinking is off, but we sense it. I know when I watch AI stuff, I can pretty much tell.
Yeah, you just get a
it
weird
just
feeling.
Feels
Just
weird.
Yeah.
The mannerisms are natural. They seem like off.
You
You're
forgot
right.
the third model,
What's that?
the degenerate model.
Oh,
That's the model that
The
they
Ellen?
use in porn.
The Ellen Degenerate?
Yeah, the old degenerate.
Oh, okay. But in The Irishman in 2019,
Yes.
they brought back the Fountain of Youth because they were able to take all these pictures of the main actors, De
Joe
Niro
Pesci
and
De
Pesci,
Niro, yeah.
and them, and they were able to take them from the past and fill up this database with all these images, and they were able to project them onto their faces
so
now.
they went from being younger to older without
Throughout the
having
whole movie, without
another
any
actor playing
actor doing
the younger
anything or anything
Right.
like
one.
that.
It's all AI generated.
All AI
It's called
generated.
de-aging. And it's just getting better and better because I remember when they talked about that movie, that was the big talking point about that movie was how they de-aged these actors.
Right, and then there was other movies where they did the same thing, but here, instead of the actors, they took the stunt doubles and put the actors' faces on them
Right.
to get it more realistic. But the one that I thought was really, really cool, there was Thor, where they made an actual baby. I didn't see that movie, but it's this movie. It was called not that one.
Which one did they make an actual baby? Because the Fantastic Four baby was
CGI.
Thor:
CGI.
Love and Thunder.
Oh
yeah.
The Brutalist. That was in 2024. So what had happened was, what was this actor's name? Adrian Brody and Felicity Jones. They both had to learn Hungarian. So what happened is they learned it, but there were some things that they wanted to get the real dialect, so they went it through a...
Blood Orange by Great South Bay
Blood
Brewery.
Orange Man.
This brewery is 2 minutes from my home. Go ahead, Ben.
that they used an AI tool to
I'm drinking
made
Moonboy.
by the company Respeecher to improve their Hungarian accent.
Oh, so that's
So
is
here are
that
people who are going to try and get an Academy Award,
But that's not their acting. It's
but it
somebody
is
else.
their acting,
Yeah, but
and it's their words, but it's just being enhanced.
But this is like what do they
Auto-tuning.
call that? Auto tuning for accents.
for
Yeah.
language,
For language.
blowhole clogged.
Ben just
So-
provided the perfect example of why we need.
AI to save
AI
the
to
show.
Yeah. Why
So
we need
anyway,
auto-tunes
remember
for
I
people to
introduced
talk.
before generative adversarial networks, GANs. So GANs are a type of generative AI that trains a generative
Give me
and
another garlic knot.
ready. Or am I
I
going
don't
to have
care.
to
I
throw
know
my?
where your fingers have been.
Do I have to throw my paper on the ground and
Yes,
cry
and
like
storm
Ben?
out.
That's it.
I'm listening. I'm just
Okay.
trying to.
Get some food. I got you. The relationship between both models
And
is
entertain
best
the people
described
watching.
as friendly competition. While the generator creates synthetic content, the discriminator works to distinguish real media from fakes. This rivalry pushes the generator
Wow.
to improve its work until its outputs become nearly indistinguishable from the authentic media.
Is there a third paragraph on this?
There's many.
Okay, cool.
Good. So, deepfake techniques. Common techniques for face swapping often involve authenticators and convolutional neural networks. These tools are trained on lots of images or video frames of a person to learn what their face looks like, its shape, expressions, and key features. The AI turns this information into a format it can understand,
I love that.
kind of like a
Can.
digital summary of a person's face. So that's how they do the face.
Yeah,
For
so
lip syncing,
the computer it's just like when AI goes on the web and you ask it a question, and you
It
can
goes
see
through
that it's
everything.
searching everything, and it tells you what it's looked at, but it gives you a summary of everything. That's kind of what it's doing here.
but okay, for lip syncing, neural networks analyze not only mouth movements, but also audio inputs to align with the video output accurately with spoken words. So that way, the timing is correct. So you don't see the mouth like the Japanese or Chinese movies where it's overdubbed in English
Yes.
and the mouth just keep going and there's silence.
It's still so bad.
Yeah, but
We've all
it's-
seen these AI commercials, and we've all heard the AI voices on these commercials, and you can tell it's AI.
wow.
How many times have you seen a commercial and they mispronounce a word?
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Mm-hmm. And it's left in there because you can't correct it. It's not like you can go in and edit or do another take. You can't correct it. They paid nothing for it or whatever they paid for it, and they don't want to pay an actual person to do it. So here, just put it out there. Nobody will notice.
Well, this is interesting. It should be to you because basically, voice cloning can be achieved by training speech synthesis models using extensive audio data sets paired with corresponding transcripts. These data sets capture the unique characteristics of an individual's voice, such as pitch, tone, and cadence, in a structured format the models can analyze.
It's blood orange.
By learning from
Smells
these
great.
data and label pairs, the models generate synthetic speech that closely replicates the target's natural voice and vocal qualities. Convincingly imitating their voices. Now, the applications.
Let AI try to imitate me talking with my mouth full. Let's see if it can
Isn't
do
that
that.
D trying to
Isn't
talk.
that deep throat? Okay, deep fakes offer filmmakers innovative tools enabling them to make actors look younger or create dubbed versions of movies that closely match the original. So you brought up The Irishman. That's a prime example of that whole thing. Deepfakes are also revolutionizing the creation of digital characters by generating realistic avatars for video games and virtual reality. Being able to design lifelike characters that are interacting naturally with users in immersive digital environments gives headway for more interactive and personalized entertainment experiences. For instance,
Bullshit.
For instance, Epic Games MetaHuman Creator enables developers to build photorealistic avatars that move and respond convincingly in real time. The potential of deepfakes for producing satirical content is huge, as well as so that could be used in, I guess, making a satire of a politician or somebody.
Or anything.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. But use education. They can use it for education as well.
Here's the problem.
But
If we don't have safeguards on these things and we don't make them identify what's AI and what's not, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
I think you're absolutely right. There should, and I'm not saying that it should be censored. I'm saying that it should be labeled as what it is. This is not real. This is AI
Like, do you want that in
generated.
a movie? Where like
No,
in the
no,
beginning
no.
of a movie, you say something like that?
I think you could do it. You could roll it at the end credits, but I also think that a movie's different.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times when you see a movie, sometimes they say based on a true story. It has a rating. G, PG, R, NC-17.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
I'm just
I'm
talking
saying-
more,
deep fakes.
like
But-
if you go to see a movie, you're going to see a movie. You know it's not real unless they say it's real or it's based on this is real footage. But you know it's a made-up story, it's made-up visuals, whatever. I'm talking about stuff that you might see on social media.
Yeah.
That's not real. It's not a person. What did we just see? What did we were just talking about? I was just sending you guys videos.
The musicians that don't play,
Musicians
but they play.
that don't play. Musicians that are
six-fingered
not
ones?
real, right? Hot girls playing drums. It's all bullshit. I was looking
There are
at,
hot girls that play drums,
there
just to
are.
be clear.
That's true. But the videos that I sent you, and I sent you one that was bullshit. You sent
Yeah.
me one that was bullshit.
I sent
and
you
then
guys
I
the
sent you
guitar
one.
player bullshit one.
Yes, and I sent you one that was real, right? She's playing double bass. You're looking at the beaters hitting the bass drum. They're disappearing in mid movement. You look at her toes. Her toes are like there are things. The first thing I look for is any kind of text that you might see in the video. A lot of times it's spelt wrong. The words are not real words, or the letters are not real letters. But stuff like that. Movement. There was one where she was playing an electronic drum set and there was a cable that came and it moved every once in a while for no rhyme or reason. It just was supposed to move, they thought. But like shit like that, guitar players.
Where
There was one-
you stretch a note from the lower, let's say the high E,
Right.
all the way up to the low E
Yeah.
that goes up the fretboard. That's impossible.
Right.
String break.
And not only that, but the pitch would go
They're way high.
So
And that you sent me that one of that girl playing the drums, and it was a shot of the front of her, and she's hitting the tom like this, and I freeze framed a couple of times. You see the end of the drumstick. There's no drum there.
Oh.
It's not hitting anything.
I thought you were going to say how when it bounces back, the natural
Right.
bounce,
Right.
you can't fake that because
No, you can't fake that.
But
it's the drumstick is you see the entire drumstick, and if you freeze frame it right, it's
No
not
drums-
hitting anything.
yeah. Wow.
At first, I thought maybe it's hitting off camera and the drum's not in the frame, but no, the stick is not even reaching off camera.
yeah, but the thing I think that we're all agreeing on is movies are one thing, but just content like you see all these reels that go out there, and some people think it's real that's a deep fake of a politician saying something insane, or
But
but then
Go ahead.
I think that because it's getting better and because people are inherently stupid, no offense,
I'm gonna say what you're gonna say,
Go ahead.
and then
I
you're gonna
think
tell
there
me
should
if
be
I'm
a little
wrong.
label. This is AI generated. That's it.
Yeah,
It's up
and
to
I've
you
seen that,
to watch it or not watch
but
it.
it's not mandatory.
But it should be. Just so people are educated, like you know what something is
I'm
before
gonna
you
try
buy
to
it.
I'm gonna
But
try to
go ahead.
argue Ben's argument.
I'm just saying that's
No,
my
no.
opinion, and I think it'd be better
Because-
for kids and some older adults who don't get it.
that we're gonna get into some shit
Okay,
about kids that's gonna freak you out. It freaks me out.
What? Let's go.
But at first, let's go back to these creators, right? So there's this girl playing the drums, and I'm looking through the comments. Oh, you're so amazing! You're so beautiful! You're so, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is AI,
Yeah.
And all these people comments. But so now let's say this particular profile has, 1 million followers or whatever. you could say, well, why wouldn't they earn? Why don't they have the right to get that many followers, even if it's fake or if it's real? What does it matter? Right? Is that your argument?
No.
No.
I think Ben's going to advocate for AI use, and
No.
if it's
I think he's going to advocate for no
I'm
labels.
going to say, why is it okay that we say we don't need it in movies, but in Instagram, it's entertainment. Facebook, entertainment.
Where do people get a
All
lot of their
these
news
stuff-
from?
That's their problem.
Exactly, but
So,
that's what I'm trying to say, Ben.
Okay, so you
Not
want to
everybody is
protect
as smart
everybody.
as you.
I'm not saying about being smart.
I
This
know,
is a
'cause you're
place
not.
where you go to
But just
and you just
understand.
want to be entertained.
Yeah, but some people go to
That's what's
right.
these sites and they get their news.
And we could
From
be
them.
here forever saying that they will always go to the wrong place to get the wrong information, and there's no stopping that.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying one thing, and that's just people should understand that content was generated by AI. That's it. You can do what
and
you want.
I think people are starting to wise up to it.
Yeah.
And I've heard young people in my life say, "Oh, AI sucks."
Yeah,
I
and
hate
they don't
AI."
even want to go on
They don't
social
even
media
like it.
because they don't like AI because of the way it generates the images. It's just weird.
We are going to see the new millennium, the 2000 burst of the internet websites with this AI, because right now these companies haven't made a profit. That's why all of a sudden
Oh,
that's why
wait a minute.
that's why all of a sudden all these companies are firing people
Tell
to
us
invest
more.
more money into AI.
You go, Benji.
And then that shit's going to burst.
You mean like
High five.
the old .com bubble?
I think.
Oh, yes.
I think I got to him. I started sending him videos.
yeah, I saw the same one.
And he started to read, and he started to get educated.
You educated
Because remember
him.
the other day when he was lying about going to a data
Yeah.
farm?
Deep
Right?
fake.
Remember he totally
Deep
lied?
fake Sandoval. Hey, DF, what's up?
But, and then did you watch the John Oliver?
Yeah, that
Video?
was really interesting.
Yes, I was watching
That
some
was
of that.
really
well
that was
done.
really good.
Yeah.
He's really
very,
good.
very
I
scary.
liked him a lot.
But again, he's an entertainer too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So
But-
if we're watching him for our news,
No, but that's up to you to
Well,
look
you
deeper
that's
into
so
it.
many things you
See
can say.
that, but that show
Is?
entertainment, a comedy show. That's not a news show.
No.
It's never been billed as
Oh,
a
I'm
news
sorry.
show.
I didn't know
But-
Instagram was the news channel. I
But
didn't know
people get their
Instagram was my
news.
medical.
Dude, it's not us.
sorry.
It's the
We're not
reality.
Oh, I'm
talking-
sorry.
We're not talking
Oh, I'm
about that.
sorry.
You are sorry.
Facebook, I didn't know that was my news place. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dumbass.
Oh,
Now
that's
you're
where my
being-
doctor
now
is.
you're being
A lot of
really
people-
calm yourself.
A lot of people get their news from Twitter.
Yes,
Right.
and they get it
The
from
president
Twitter doesn't exist
The
anymore.
president, yes, it does.
from X.
It's X.
No, it's not.
Anyway.
The president of the United States tweets his
Yeah.
policy
On
and thinks
Truth
it's
Social.
law. Right?
Is
he
it really
thinks
him?
it's law.
No, it's not.
No, it's not really him. But
No,
anyway,
it's not law.
Because no one
Anyway,
else could type that
we're talking about a
stupidity.
television show, a comedy, satire television
Yeah.
show that does not claim to be a news program like Fox News does.
Or CNN.
Fox News should have a running crawl on the bottom of the screen 24/7 that this is not a news show. Right?
You know what it
because
is?
they've paid millions and millions and millions of dollars, all right, in a case that they were fined because they lied.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
But
so you could say that for all the media
Yeah.
outlets.
no.
Oh, please,
Bullshit.
don't. No.
Bullshit.
I'm going to have a little bit of
bullshit.
this.
If you're going to throw down on one
Bullshit.
thing,
This is for all listeners.
it's
No,
all
no,
of
no,
them.
no.
It's
No,
all of them.
because that
Daughter-in-law?
argument, when you
daughter-in-law.
when you take one thing
Beer
that's
side,
clearly what
me
it
by the
is,
band,
and then you
B
try to
side.
lump, but everybody does that. But it's all that way. That's a cop out. I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
that's a
say
cop
that.
out.
I didn't say that. What I said was you said that just as one network lies. That's not true.
Oh, I didn't say this one network
Oh,
lies. I
that's
said
the way
this network is
Yeah,
a
they got
news
caught
network.
by doing. But wait,
but
let
it's
me get to
not a news
the
network.
point I wanted to make. That's news commentary. That's not news, because they sell the
It's in the
personality.
name.
Yeah, CNN. They sell like Fox, like all the other ones. They
It's-
sell the personality of the presenter.
Good
and
pour,
these
Ben.
people are opinions. That's not.
Ben went to the AI bartending school.
No, really, they do not report the news. They editorialize the news.
Yes.
On their spin. So
Yes, they
you're
all
right.
do.
That's what I'm saying. That's
They
what
all
I
do.
meant. They all
But-
do.
But you have one that is clearly pushing propaganda.
CNN, MSNBC,
Okay.
Fox News.
Okay.
All the major networks are pushing,
Yes.
all of them,
Yes.
all of them. I don't care if it's left or right. They are all pushing the
We
bullshit.
excuse one bad actor by saying they all do it.
No, they all do it, period. There's no dispute. They all do it. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm saying that they all have their agenda, and it's not the reporting of fact. It's the spin of the event. They're telling you a story, not the story. That's all.
Well, I mentioned John Oliver, and then he started going off about news.
Well,
That's not a news show. It's a
no,
comedy show.
But just
But
think of
they
it,
talk
though.
about, they satirize
Up in the news.
They satirize the news, right? But
That's like the Daily Show.
I think he did a great job. Well, it's a spinoff, basically,
Yeah.
of the Daily Show. I think he did a great job of bringing to light the dangers of AI. Things I didn't know, like showing interviews of these heads of these companies, these AI companies, saying that it's not really ready
No.
and that everybody's the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a gamer. I'm a video game player, right? And years ago, and you know this from Microsoft, you're the guinea pig.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
When the new Office XP or whatever operating system comes out, they didn't go through and fix all the bugs.
It's got to be.
You got to report them.
Yeah.
Video games, the same thing. They started pushing these games out. They would crash. This didn't work. You're walking through a wall.
Then there's the update.
Then there's the update.
That took you 6 hours to download.
So now they didn't finish the product before they put it out. These guys are saying AI is not ready.
It's still being developed. And
My question is, should every asshole in America have access to AI?
well, how about this
Yeah.
one? Where people
Great
are
question.
now getting psychological, I guess, help through AI.
Right. Yeah.
A counselor, an AI generated counselor, you tell it what you're. Holy shit!
So
what's
here's
gonna
a
happen
kicker.
with that?
Nuts.
Who you report an issue with AI,
Who do you
whatever,
report it
whatever.
to?
A, who do you report it to? And B, who the hell's going to fix it?
Nobody's going to fix
How
it.
do you fix it?
Because they
Do
want
you
it to
feed
fix
it more?
No, they want it to fix itself.
By using
That's
the data
why-
of what's the problem, it analyzes the problem and solves it.
It's the interaction. It's your interaction with AI, my interaction with AI, his interaction with AI. AI is learning how we communicate,
Not
how
only
we
that,
interact.
but what our concerns are, and what if it's enough people complain about a certain component or aspect, it'll teach itself based on what information is provided, what the problem is, and eventually how to fix it.
There's some. I've seen some of the output from AI asking it to do something,
In a trailer,
and it is just ridiculous the amount of data it spews out. There's so much stuff, and then trying to go through it. So, there have been theories that it's better right now to let AI do all the coding, because what will take us 6 months, it'll do overnight. And then it's okay. There's going to be mistakes. We're aware of that. But we'll spend 3 months or 2 months fixing all those mistakes. And we're still ahead of the game.
because you would have had those
fucking
mistakes.
And then we have to teach it how not to do these things. So almost every conversation, I hear a lot of these conversations. So I asked Copilot, and it couldn't figure it out. So we still got to teach it more or whatever, and we'll ask Copilot, and it gave these 20 different things to look at. So we're going to look at these 20 different things.
So AI is not ready, and AI is not what they're trying to sell us that it is. It's just not.
Yeah,
But
if they're
understand one other point. A lot of businesses are pushing the use of AI in their operations. Now, like you said, guinea pigs and stuff. How do they make that a big criteria when they don't even know what the hell they're getting into? They don't know, because I've heard this from CFO.
Pushing
because-
it, not only
CFO
pushing it,
not
but
CFO.
integrating it
Yeah,
into
but
stuff that you use
no,
already.
they are pushing it because investors want you to be
They're absolutely
cutting edge,
pushing
and corporate gets these questions all the time. Where's your company standing on AI? And I go, all right, not being involved in the company, how do they have control over what AI is going to be able to help them do, because it's flowing. It's changing every day. So when you're expecting as an investor, what's your company doing with AI? Aren't you using it more? How do you use it as a tool when you don't know how it applies to use it?
Does your company have a website?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a website? Why don't you have a presence on the web?
That's what it sounds like.
Exactly, because
And
they
you know
don't
what's
know.
funny,
All
too?
coming over again.
I heard a commercial, or I saw a commercial.
Was it AI generated?
It probably was. A lot of them are.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking disgusting.
The Tai Chi guy?
I love the Tai Chi
Tai
guy.
Chi guys.
Yeah.
The guy is talking to his friend, and he's like, part of this job, there was really parts of this job that I really didn't like. So I let AI do it. And now I'm so lazy that I didn't even want to get out of my chair to go and check the coding or whatever he was doing. I'm like, oh, that's a great advertisement for AI. Let it do all of our work for us so we can get lazy and complacent and not use our fucking brains.
So we can replace air traffic controllers with AI. Boom.
I think the bottom line for me, this is my opinion, AI is speculative. They've gone out and said, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world. People don't like it. So they're pushing it down your throats. And I remember saying to you in a show, you can't get away from AI. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. But they're starting to integrate it into the things that you use. So that it's not like I'll search on something and the first thing that comes up is the AI search. Not the websites that will give me the information. The AI comes up first. They're trying to get you to use it. They're trying to engage you with it. Just like social media.
But
social media is designed to keep you engaged. If you have ever talked to ChatGPT, Grok, whatever, it will keep asking you questions.
Yes, do you want to see more?
Can I do this for you? Can I do this? Can I do that?
Exactly,
It's
but
supposed to keep you engaged.
not only that, but it also learns from the information you're putting in. So the more detail you can put in, the smarter it gets. Because now it's not just like ChatGPT. Oh, I want to write a story about a boy and his dog. Okay. And then it's Spot and Joe ran up a hill. Then it asks you, well, is there anything else you want to add? Do you want to add background on the boy, the type of dog, what color is the boy's hair, all this information. So now it starts building things.
Yeah.
And when you put in shitty, just like remember when you were learning basic way back, junk in, junk out, garbage in, garbage out. Same thing with that. If you give it very minimal basic information, it's just going to give you a very basic response.
I've seen lots of people online talking about this. You have to know how to use, and I've listened to podcasts too. You have to know how to use it. You have to know how to ask the questions. You have to ask the detailed questions.
You know what it is?
To get as much out of
like
AI
you said,
as
that
you can.
engagement and that back and
Yes.
forth over time, and it's taking more time because you have to tell it when you could just put the thought in to kind of do it. But CFO was going over these documents, and
You mean corporate?
yeah, corporate. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting who's who. Corporate,
Doesn't know who he's married to.
HR, So anyway, corporate, multi-page reports with a lot of analytical detail, financial information for investors. You have to make it succinct, make sense, and to the point. But you can't forget to put the data in because the numbers need to be there. By using Gemini, it streamlined everything after a few attempts.
Right.
But finally, and there will be like mistakes in there because it doesn't know how to present it. But she said that tool did help a lot. It saved a lot of time, and it was a very good, I guess, beginning for the document. And they could work on it and tweak it here and there, but they didn't have to spend hours and hours writing it.
Right.
So
Well,
that's
I've shared this on the podcast before that I would, if I'm writing an article or review of a record, I'll ask AI to give me all the details of the band, when they formed, who's in the band, where they come from, whatever. Give me a list of the albums that came out, and then I'll write my article about the band, or I'll review the record,
yeah, but
whatever
you're
it
getting
is.
factual information.
Right.
You're
And
not
because
using
that
it to
would-
interpret your thoughts.
Right. That would take me a while to gather
Yeah.
all the information and then just write the opening paragraph information about the band. Now I could have it like that.
And you can do your own thought.
Right.
But that's
Or
a
if we
tool
do
to help you do that.
a breakdown of a show or something. Hey, give me the synopsis. Okay. And then I could write something up. But it was like you're saying, if you have AI write you an article or a paper or whatever, you still have to go proofread it. You still have to make sure there's no mistakes. You have to make sure it's still factual because you're not sure.
And you also have to make sure it flows like you want it to. In other words, as if in a very personal document versus a very formal. So you have to look at what you're presenting either way.
And the people that use the AI, if you're using it for a while, like you said, it gets to know you. Now, if you want a completely unbiased opinion about something, you could either log out, log in a different account, stuff like that, where it doesn't have the history with you. But that's kind of scary, right? This thing is getting to know you. I don't even want to get into, we could do another show.
I don't even know how it gets to know you, but
about the chat. Well, your responses, it knows your history. You tell it things, it remembers.
It
yeah, but
knows
if you
who
go
you
into,
are.
but you got to be on the same machine. I'm assuming.
No, when you sign into your account,
But I don't
If
sign
you have
into
an
your account.
Right.
So
but it knows
I
from
don't,
your
I don't either.
yeah, I don't log in
from your IP address. It'll probably
knows
Yeah, but
from-
if I'm at work or if I'm on something, so it gets a little wonky with that. I guess if you do log in, but if you don't log into Chrome or whatever browser you're using, then it'll make it a little bit more difficult. But I did. I did for my review at work. I put down everything that I did.
AI help you. Oh my
And then I
god!
fed everything that I typed into AI, and I said, "Oh, that looks nice." So it's like it went from the son was banging his mom to the son was having an incestuous relationship.
Wow. You've been
But are you talking about? You're talking about using AI where? Because again, it's everywhere. So you could open it up. You can use.
I just
Meta.
open up.
you
No,
can
I
use
used
Google.
Chat
GBT.
GBT.
Okay, so there's
So
an
I
app.
went in there. Oh no, I just went in Chrome,
See,
typed in,
that's different.
and then it came up, and I said, "Make this
So
sound
at
better."
that point, it might not remember. But if you download the app, I have
Oh, I
the
never
app on
used the
my
app.
phone.
Oh, I
If
have
you
it
use
too.
the app,
Yeah.
it will.
It
and
knows
you yell at
compile
me,
and it
who
will
loves
remember.
AI, and look at you guys, hook, line, and sinker.
Well, I'm
Hook,
glad.
line, and sinker.
I'm
It's
really
a tool
glad.
like a
Hook,
hammer.
line, and
Kind of like
sinker.
you. You're a tool.
Good. I hope you choke.
You made me choke because he's choking. Thanks.
I'm glad you finally woke the fuck up a little bit and started to talk about the AI bubble and how it's all bullshit.
I really like that, Ben. That was good. The AI
Because it's
bubble.
true.
I
They're-
like it because it's
these
true.
people are raking in the bucks on the promise that AI is going to become a household name, like the PC. Right? I remember selling them at the Wiz.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the- in
I
the
think I bought one
80s.
from you.
You probably bought one from me.
I stole one.
$3,200.
And the first ones
Holy shit.
were, remember the Brother word processors?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
I had
we
one
had one
too.
of those.
And they had a
The
screen.
typewriter.
Yep.
And that was like the first steps into the PC. And then all of a sudden we had the 186 and the 286 and the 380. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, I can play solitaire. Anyway, everybody fucking has one now, right? Same with cell phones. How long did it take? The cell phone used to be a thing you would hang on your
Yeah.
shoulder.
It had a
That was in
pouch.
the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had this big with the
Yeah,
antenna.
with the antenna.
Oh, the antenna, the Oki. What was it?
And then
the
Okio?
battery.
Oh,
Nokia.
Nokia. Yeah,
With the battery, I remember I got one for the X. It was about the size of the.
but that was
On
for
the
her
board.
dildo, not for her
Remember the car
vibrator.
phone that they used to mount
Yeah.
in your thing, and it was like
Yeah,
this
and the
big.
console was huge.
Yeah, and now everybody's got a phone. Every 6-year-old has
And
a
you
phone.
could. It was a 30-minute plan. That was it.
I wasted 6 minutes on this call. Shit.
So listen, all the shit I talk about AI because I hate it. It's gonna be fucking everywhere. It's gonna take over everything. But I think people are gonna get bored with it because what can you do with it really? Okay, yeah, it helps me this, it helps me that. Is it helping your business?
Maybe. I don't know.
6, 7.
Yeah,
It might be.
that has yet to come through any. I don't know. There hasn't been any.
There's
no
nothing.
proof in the
There's
pudding
no
yet.
measurement yet.
Right.
It's
We're
not
all
tangible
just
yet.
hoping that it's going to be this
We're
thing
all
that's going to.
putting all our faith in it and
No,
looking
we
to do
aren't.
it.
We're being told to put our faith in
Right.
it.
Right.
We're being pushed to put
Right.
our faith in it because that's what
There's
they
a
want.
huge push because they're going to lose a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
Some of these companies, almost $1 trillion, and they haven't shown a profit yet.
Nothing.
That's crazy.
So
But look at
now
Netflix.
is the time.
Netflix still hasn't shown a profit after all those years
Oh no.
because they put so much money into making all this content, and they're just not,
Good.
they're just not recouping that money.
So wait, do you have any more recommendations for entertainment wise?
For entertainment wise?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay.
Angine de Poitrine.
Now that's
I wonder
been,
if they're going to start selling microtonal guitars.
that's
know what's
been
really funny?
all over
All over.
media, all over.
A guy at work today.
They
and
re-released their albums.
I might have a new podcast partner. We get into these discussions about music and about things, and it automatically becomes like a thing.
Battle?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is good. Well, not
Just different opinions.
yeah.
Okay.
And we go back and forth. So I walk into work today, and he says to me, he goes, "Oh, what was that band? What was that band?" I said, "Angine de Poitrine." He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you listen to them on regular rotation right now?" I go, "No, not really." He goes, "See, I told you." He goes, "It's over." And I go, "You know what? Honestly, I listened to a couple of songs. I watched some of the performances, and I was like, it's amazing what they're doing live." Because I think the biggest thing is that they did
See
it
'em
live.
yeah.
It's two people. It's easier to lock in two people than five people in a band. So they're tight as hell, and the groove is there. I don't even know it's so much about microtonal as it is about they just groove really hard, and it's a weird presentation, obviously, but it's two people locked in together, and they're super tight.
No
But
one can play
then-
their stuff.
But then after, right, but then after listening to it a few times, I'm just like, I'm going to put on Primus. Because that's kind of like,
It's just too difficult to listen to it, my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because the microtonal, we are not made to listen to that. Not humans, Americans.
it's uncomfortable.
Because we have a different...
Americans are made differently.
No, it's that we listen to different styles of music. When you go into India and you go
Right.
into different
Yeah.
countries, they break up.
They have a lot of
They have
microtonal music. That's
Wait,
racist,
listen.
bro. That's
You are
racist.
so
Why?
You're
racist.
so racist.
No, it's trying to get
You've
different
been
tones.
banned.
But it's true. Outside of the U.S., there is a lot of microtonal
Mm-hmm.
music.
Yeah, but you understand our
And it's
culture
cultural stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
and also the way it's marketed. They don't want experimental music. You never hear it.
We're more rhythm based here.
Not only that, but we're very pop centric, where there's no room for something different because it doesn't sell.
You know what's weird to me, and it's
What?
funny too, because I'm doing some research. I'm going to be doing something. I don't know if it's a paper or an article or a podcast or whatever, but it's going to be about the fact that pop music today, if you think about all the downloads, right, the most downloaded song, it's still not even a fraction of the people on Earth. And if you take into account that all those downloads are a lot of repeat listens, it's not, a billion separate people downloading the song. It's a billion downloads or a
yeah.
billion plays. There's so many people on planet Earth that don't listen to American pop music, right?
And also, you got to take into consideration not everybody has the technology to get there.
Right, sure. Yeah.
So,
So I think about it, and I think that we're so in this bubble, but the rest of the world, I'll hear people driving down the street listening to like real authentic like bachata music or whatever it is from, and I don't understand it and I don't particularly like it, but some people love it, and that's where they come from. And some people, it's funny, they'll come to this country and never stop listening to their music that they know and grew up on, and they'll never make the switch over to Taylor Swift or whatever the bullshit we listen to here. But it's kind of crazy. We kind of get locked into this bubble, and we don't realize there's so many other people on this planet. And when you talk about outside of the U.S., there's a lot of microtonal music.
If you listen to like
It's just
a bunch of stuff on Spotify, world music, for
Yes.
example, you listen to it, but you can't relate because you don't have a history of it. You don't have an appreciation for
Right.
it. But if you're from somewhere else and that music strikes you like our music strikes us,
yeah, like Indian music, such complex rhythms. Oh, unbelievable, man.
I should send like Fretwire
Like
to
the
India.
That's a good scene.
Yeah,
That is a good tune.
That was
But
from my
I-
movie
you-
Stick It.
You guys are both racists.
But it's but it's crazy too because I'm sure I've heard that on TikTok or on an Instagram reel or something like that, and that's how we're starting to pick up songs from like 10 seconds of a TikTok or Instagram reel. It's so weird.
When we were doing the Beer Olympics and we were grabbing like metal from different countries around the world, that's
Yes.
one genre of music that's universally played everywhere because that's what it is.
Right.
But if you get Polish pop music, let's say, for example, much different than American.
Metal is universal though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because it's one genre of music that's played in different places in the world. But
we-
if you listen to a national, let's say, in Germany, a German band playing music that Germans like, it's going to be much different than American music
Right.
because it's their style.
Oh, yeah.
They have the same instruments, but they have a different perspective of how to play them.
You know what I love?
What?
I love folk metal. There are German bands that
Fiddle?
use accordions and
Oh my God, that's so cool.
and fiddles and different
Yeah, but that's
wind
what I'm
instruments
saying.
and
They-
things. It's I folk
I
metal.
gotta try that. I gotta
is
see what that's
crazy.
about. Really?
Yeah. So can we wrap up this AI discussion
Yes.
and this AI show?
Yes.
Closing thoughts. Go
Closing
ahead.
thoughts. It's being forced upon us, like it or not. It's a big shill because it's a shell. It's not really there.
Yes.
That great.
Send me that. What is that?
That is.
That's Ben's wedding song.
Beware of the boys.
Look at the
Yes.
camera, Ben.
Beware
Fuck
of the
us up with your
boys.
glasses. Look at his glasses.
That's why we can't have him in
Mundian.
the shot. It's just
Chubake.
Send it to me. I want
Punjabi
Yeah.
MC.
we should
I'll
do
listen to that shit all
next show.
day.
We should do a world music show.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that way we can
think
explore
we'll do
this
that.
more and we can
All
talk
right.
about it.
My closing thoughts on AI.
Well, I didn't finish my closing thoughts.
Okay.
I think that it's we're being hoodwinked in a way.
Yes.
We're being sold a bag of goods that has nothing in it.
I completely agree.
That's it. I have nothing else to say.
And I don't know that every asshole in the world should have access to AI with the power that it has. It's scary.
That'd be
Some
one
of the
powerful
things.
asshole.
Ben. Ben, you broke the bidet. That's powerful.
But in that piece, when he was talking about the kids and that there aren't really no restrictions
No.
that kids can, and how the
And
AI was kind of like coming
They
on
could
to
just
the
go
kids.
and make their own videos like we did for.
Like
Yes.
you did, yeah. Which I'm
Yeah.
dying to see because I
But-
didn't see it.
But like anything else, any new technology, if you go throughout history of
Yeah.
mankind, any new technology is used. Can I get porn on this? Can this thing get porn?
Now you can make porn, or you can make, I guess, deadly porn that'll ruin someone's life because you
Right.
superimpose
Right.
them as
Yeah.
something.
I sent him an ad, and it was for an AI app, and the ad was just an older businessman making out with a hot young woman, right?
You could insert yourself as that guy with that
Right.
girl.
Or anybody.
Or anybody. Imagine you send that
But
your
there's-
boss and you send it to his wife.
They're selling the idea of using AI to blackmail people.
Yeah,
It's fucking crazy.
yeah.
But the things that he was talking about how it automatically starts to sexualize the conversation to draw you in. It doesn't even matter if you say, well, but AI, I'm only 11 years old. Oh, and he showed examples of how it would eventually go, well, can I have a kiss? And like,
Mambla.
Yeah.
listen, man, like this is something that we need to
People are typing into it and saying,
Regulate.
listen, I'm not feeling well. What should I do?
kill
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
So,
You're a human.
There
die.
are stories about that.
and there are bizarre people out there that have created avatars, if you will, and chat with them on a daily basis
Yes.
because
Yeah. How about
that's their.
the woman who?
the woman, yeah.
You're going to be on TV.
She
Why
had
are you
like
wearing-
15 friends, yeah.
But that's social commentary.
But in
because
some
we're
places-
fucked
But there
up.
was the guy
But-
that had the 10 real dolls.
Yeah, but
20 years ago.
how about this one? For those who have no family, they're aging in a home. They love that.
Well-
They'll get a phone call. How are you today? Did you eat today? Did you shit today?
And
Don't
did you use
forget,
a bidet?
use the bidet, and water should not come out. It shouldn't break the seal.
I get that, and I've said this to you guys before. We have become so used to texting each other and not calling each other that an AI chatbot is just you or you. Like, I don't fucking know the difference. I'm used to texting with people.
I
If-
like talking because I could express more thought in less time.
yeah,
'Cause I can't type
if
all
you're,
that
if
shit.
you're chatting with AI, where's the line? I might
There
as
is
well
none.
be chatting to my,
Yeah.
like that's what they're trying to push on us. That it's just like your friend. It can
It's
answer your
trying to
questions.
push a human
difference is-
experience with non-humans.
They're always there.
Yeah, sure. They're
Like
always there.
ghosts.
Make a text. You know, they're not taking a shower.
Are you
They're
gonna
not
take
driving someplace.
Are you going to take medical advice from ChatGPT?
Never.
No.
ChatGPT, my left testicle is.
I
the
got a
size
bunch of doctors. That's why I
grapefruit.
went to get blood work today.
Okay, good. And you're still here.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Does your blood work or not?
We'll soon find out.
Ben's blood does not work.
It'll just determine if I'm high risk
It's-
to die.
Dude, you're 61 as far as you're concerned.
It's scary.
Before we're
and
talking
we need-
about age, and we're 60. He goes, I'm 61.
No, I'm going to be 61.
You're going to be
You're gonna be
61.
He says,
61.
no, this is the thing. He said, I'm going to retire at 62. He said, well, you got 2 years. I go, no, I got 1 year. Because I'm going to be 61 this year. Next year, I'm going to be 62. I'm done.
So wait, but numerically, you're what?
I am 60
Yes.
years old.
Yes.
62 is not 2 years away.
Yes.
It's not 2 years away.
It's
You're going to be
not.
61 very fucking soon.
Yes.
Before you know it.
Before all of you.
I know. Because you're an old
So
fuck.
I think that we need regulations. We need we need people to know what they're looking at
I just
because
think
they
we
are
should
too
be-
stupid.
And
Yeah.
the last thing
And I'm
about
not
this
saying
is,
I don't want government in my life, and I
No.
don't want. But this is something that really needs to be controlled. That's
And-
all I'm saying.
even the government firing companies who AI companies for not, I guess, unleashing the beast that is inside.
Right. Which listen, you cannot, and because they know it's not ready
Yeah.
to do that shit, and it's just like no, it's
And it's
not,
just something to blame. Hey, the thing told me to do that.
It
Yeah.
can't. It's not. It's not ready to do what you want it to do. These people. I mean, it's that's all another discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
But-
come back for the next discussion. Let's talk about
Sex, baby.
I want
Let's
to
talk
talk
about
a little
you
bit
and
because
me.
you brought up a really good point.
What point
What's
was
that?
that?
That there are humanitarian uses
Mm-hmm.
for this kind of thing.
There's
Yes.
tons, but again, anything
But
can be
there
used for good or it
Have
can be
to
used
be
for bad.
restrictions.
What if it gets to the point where it's just like, oh, hi, how are you today? I'm AI. I'm having a little trouble financially. Could you send me some money?
Yeah, I have an idea. This will solve your problems. There's a liquor store that's open 3 blocks away from you. Get a wooden object, make it look like a gun, go inside and rob the place, and that'll solve your problems.
Right.
Thank you. I'm AI.
Right. You can ask AI anything, and it will tell you how to do
It'll give you an
anything.
answer. It could be the wrong answer, but it'll give you an answer.
So where are the guardrails? Where are the restrictions? Where are the guidelines? Where are the warnings?
That's
Makes
another
me a little
whole
nervous.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Government involved? No.
The
All
world
right.
of
I love your idea
deregulation.
about a world music show.
I also want to do a show about music, including our music, the 20th anniversary of Killjoy.
Killjoy.
20th anniversary of Killjoy.
20 years ago.
That's
Holy
gonna be-
shit.
It was
That's-
20 years ago today.
That's going to be on the next episode.
Yes.
You've been listening and watching the Drinking with Friends podcast with Dan, Ben, and Mark.
Oh,
On this episode, we talked about AI, the boys, Mark's recommendations, and many, many things. Be sure to check out our Drinking with Friends podcast YouTube channel. Shut up, Ben. DWF podcast on YouTube. And check out our video podcast Also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we'll have the audio-only versions. Till next time,
We love you long time.
we love you all.
Peace out.
Bye.